Have you ever feared that anything you do or anywhere you go has a darker side to it? Well, get ready for this GTA Creepypasta. It all happened with one of my favorite games of all time, San Andreas for the PS2. I was digging through my closet one day and discovered my old PS2 lying there. The cords and everything were already plugged in. I took it to my shelf and plugged the system in. It worked fine. I thought I lost the PS2, so I solved all my games for it, including San Andreas. Knowing it worked, I went straight to eBay.com and searched up San Andreas. I found one new copy for only $4.99 with free shipping. Thinking it was too good to be true, I bought it anyways. About 3 days later, it came in the mail in a weird looking box. I opened up the box and all that was lying in there was a disc. No game case or anything. Just GTA San Andreas in black marker. Odd, I thought to myself. I shrugged and put the game into my PS2. Right off the start, I knew something was wrong. The menu screen was blood red, and all it said was San in white text. No pictures or anything. The game began to load to the cutscene where CJ is at the airport. On normal, there until it gets to Ganton, when the ballists shoot through the window. The game cuts to CJ's mom, who is getting shot at. All her organs fall out, and she was screaming in pain until the final shot blew her head off completely. That never happens. When Sweet runs there, he doesn't say anything. He doesn't scream, "Mama," like he usually does. When he discovers her dead body, the game went black and a blood-curdling female scream is heard. When CJ receives the phone call, instead of Sweet informing him of their mother's death, a bunch of loud breathing and distorted crying is heard. I wanted to shut off the game immediately, but I was interested. The game started me off at Mount Chiliad, in the shack instead of the alleyway with the BMX. I walked through the shack trying to get out, but everything was sealed. The game then turned black and showed a picture of CJ's dead mom for a split second. Then it spawned me in the alley with the BMX. Something isn't right though. The sky was blood red. There were no peds or cars, and an eerie piano music was being played in reverse. Graffiti was appearing on the walls saying, "Families for life." Body bags were lying on the sidewalk. Screams could be heard, and CJ's face was all distorted, and he had glowing eyes. I was fucking scared as shit at this point. I walked around town looking for somebody. Nothing. Just an empty town. I began to hear an engine from a vehicle. It was getting louder each second. I turned around and there was nothing. The sound grew louder and louder until CJ fell to the ground dead, as if he got ran over. The game then cuts black and says, "Help," in bloody red letters. When CJ respawned, everything was black. Sidewalks, walls, buildings, everything. All you could see is CJ and the outlines of everything. The music was getting louder, and voices of the pets could be heard. The screen began flashing, and CJ became pixelated, and more engine sounds were coming through. The piano was getting louder, and the motors were louder than ever. This was straight from a horror movie. The screen turned black, and a flashing image of CJ's mom's ghost appeared, with CJ screaming. The game cut back to CJ at the Panopticon. This is when I began feeling unsettled. It was storming, the sky was red, and the clock had frozen at 0666. That isn't even a time. There was a rusty wheelchair on the grass, and I could hear the faint chainsaw sounds in the background. At this point, I'm confused and terrified. Every time I tried to leave, CJ would die. I couldn't go anywhere. Frustrated, I turned off the game, and so I just went to sleep.